What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Goldenhashira here. Today we are going to be reviewing the second chapter of Choujin X. So I believe this chapter was just released like earlier today as of June 29th. So it's good that we was finally able to get the second chapter. I mean, I'm not rushing the mangaka or anything, but I think that was actually a good idea on his part, because that way if you didn't read it before the second chapter released, then you could. Or if you wanted to reread it, that was also a possibility. So yeah, I will leave a link at the top of this video. It should appear, hopefully, to the first chapter review. And yeah, so if you all do enjoy this video, please don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe. And don't forget to join the Discord so we can discuss anything anime, manga, just life related. And yeah. So without any further ado, let's begin chapter 2 of Choujin X. Okay, so in this chapter, we see the young girl back from the first chapter, which is technically the previous chapter. She was basically just picking tomatoes around her village, and then the scene changes to her being burned by the Chosen that hijacked the plane. So as stated in the first chapter review video, she isn't dead. So she wakes up outside in the South Yamato, and she asked the locals about a plane. So they tell her that the airport is just just to the north of them. And and one of the workers volunteers to escort her there until the smoke Trojan that caused the whole incident appears after he killed the local workers, claiming that he could show her the way, but the girl decides to run as fast as she could to escape him. So she uses a scooter to gain speed and get away from the Chosen, from his grasp. But he found the scooter just like her, and he was able to keep up with the girl. And she jumps from her scooter and fell off the road to throw the Chosen off of her trail. But that didn't work. So like literally right around the area she fell, she found a tractor and the group of thugs in the surrounding area. So the smoke Chosen's name is Chandra Hume, a Hume, probably Hume. And he decides to reason with the thugs for a flip phone that I guess like the latest phone or whatever at the time. So they decide to help him catch the girl, and everyone is on like motorcycles or whatever. So it's like a motorcycle gang, but everybody was wearing like these weird animal helmets or masks or whatever. So they was just looking like a bunch of sheep, honestly. And a couple of them were riding in cars while the girl is on the tractor to escape them. And she also ramps one of the cars off of the road to slow him down. And after losing a few of the drivers that were following her, she drives off of a hill and falls out of the tractor. And she's basically just like scaling or like sliding down the the brick wall that was holding up the road. And some of the thugs landed in the water while others landed onto the hard concrete that was below them. So the girl hurt herself from the fall, and she sees smoke coming from her fingernails. So she finds a sharp object and impales her own hand. And then we see a ton of smoke coming from her hand, or her powers being awakened at that time. And I think it actually was, because we just see like a explosion just occur or whatever. And then we see the remaining thugs that were chasing her. They literally just got blown back because of the explosion that she let off after she stabbed the palm of her hand. So Chandra arrives and tells the girl that he was the one who caused the plane explosion incident back in the previous chapter. And he also tells her that as a result, she was able to gain Chosen powers, and he wanted to take her with him to possibly show her the ropes and probably convert her into a villain. And she calls his powers whack after remembering the old lady that she was talking to on the plane about what her dreams and aspirations were after she won the what was it, some type of tournament or farming fair or something like that. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. But yeah, so she just explains how nice the old lady was to her. So Chandra smacks the girl around while denying whatever she was saying about his powers. And while this is occurring, the girl thinks to herself about how she wants to teach Chandra a lesson that he wouldn't forget. And literally immediately after that, a man named Hoshi arrives, dressed up kind of like Iron Fist from Marvel Comics or whatever, and attacks Chandra. So Hoshi helps the girl and then patches up her wound, and then he looks just like what she describes, with an oddly shaped head. But his full name is Hoshi Sandek, who was also a Choujin. I was about to say Shonen. He's also a Choujin who is in charge of protecting the Yamato prefecture. So now we switch back to Tokyo, who we have not seen at all during this chapter. And basically, he was just taking a shower and his sister was yelling at him for hogging the bathroom. And this man literally looks like a vulture now, because what we've seen in the previous chapter when his powers were awakening, he did resemble a vulture, but like it looks a little different now because like his nails are sharp and obviously his back is really hairy. So I guess this time the question that we're left off with is, will Tokyo have to stay this way, or will he only like look like that when he's transforming, when he's using his powers? Like, it would be pretty screwed up if he's just stuck like that for the, like, I don't know, for the near future. He just looks like a vulture. I think that's kind of screwed up, to be honest. I think that would be like, in comparison to Tokyo Ghoul, it would just be similar as like if Kaneki had, or I guess like any of the ghouls in Tokyo Ghoul just stayed in their ghoul form or whatever, and they wouldn't look like they're human or something like that. So I guess we'll find out next chapter, but we'll see. Like I said, it really would just be screwed up if he had to stay like that for the near future. Like, this man literally has a long beak, sharp nails, and a hairy back. If that's not screwed up, then I don't know what is. Yeah. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video. I'm definitely looking forward to the next chapter as well. Hopefully we get to see more of Tokyo, and then we won't have to wait till the end of the chapter to see him. But yeah, like I said, so far I'm liking this series. I'm looking forward to see where the mangaka goes from here, to be honest. Like, what new ideas he wants to implement, or also, if he wants to add any more elements that were similar to Tokyo Ghoul and how that made it stand out. I think that would also be another good thing. So yeah, hope you all have enjoyed this video. Golden Hashira out. Peace out, everybody, and stay safe. See you all in the next one.